Professor!
Anyway, the area around Castle Gaspar, where I was living, is under the control of House Rowe, who have submitted to the Empire. If I hadn't come to Garreg Mach, I might have ended up as your enemy at ALL. That thought makes me really happy to be here now. I don't think I would have been able to handle facing all of you in battle.
Oh.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Lord Rodrigue is revered by all as the Shield of Fargus. I was imagining a more stern-faced fellow, but he's actually quite friendly. Shocking. I heard that he recently spent the night drinking in the dining hall with soldiers from the church.
Oh.
What do you require? Farewell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been away from Garreg Mach for a while, but I came back when I heard the rumors of what you were doing. The scars of 5 years ago may still be raw, but it's nice to be back. Anyway, I'm going to start up business here again, so I look forward to your patronage. Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals.
I need your help.
Oh.
What? Leaving the house in my uncle's hands? What is the old man thinking? I always knew my father was mad, but this time he's gone too far. My uncle is a reliable man, but still, only a fool would abandon his own territory.
From the outset, House Regan and House Gloucester have been fighting over leadership of the Alliance. Then this war comes along, and their opinions are split about whether to ally with the Empire or not. Their existing enmity only worsened, leading them to full-on conflict with one another. However, the leader of the Alliance is a very shrewd man. It's difficult to predict what he'll do at this point.
So, House Regan accepted. I knew the leader of the Alliance wouldn't refuse. Still, we can't let our guard down. There's no telling when he'll turn on us. If we advance through the Alliance into the Empire, our chances for reconnaissance will be limited. I just hope it goes according to plan.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Right. Do you really think it's a good idea to trust Claude? If you let yourself get taken in by his silver tongue, you might wind up regretting it. The thing is, 5 years ago, I was taken in by his tricks myself. I was given a long and grueling lecture by my unit leader that day. Ugh, the memory of it is still too painful.
It looks like we're all set with food supplies, thanks to Lord Rodrigue. We have more soldiers to feed now, so we'll still need to ration. But I think we have enough extra to make some tasty treats. I'll go scout the pantry. We can enjoy it together over some tea.
I'm getting the hang of this.
I thought House Fraldarius had an invasion of their own to worry about. I'm impressed Lord Rodrigue was willing to provide us all these reinforcements and supplies. The Knights' morale is really boosted, seeing as they have had their first good meal in a while. Let's hope we can keep this up and take down the Great Bridge of Myrden.
I have some experience with cooking. I am sure I can aid you in the kitchen. Let me consider. How the meal tastes affects the morale of the troops. An army marches on its stomach. Oh.
The flavor is nostalgic to me for some reason. I'd like some more.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
It looks like we're all set. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That reminds me.
Even after all these decades, the Academy hasn't changed a bit. I remember it well, even now. I used to sneak out of lectures with Lambert almost every day. I suppose this is not the time for an old man's nostalgia. We have received approval from House Regan. We should set out as soon as you're ready.
Being here brings back all manner of memories. The days I spent studying here with you and everyone else. Those days were so special to me. They were truly some of the warmest days of my life. And now, to be forced to fight with those I was once so close to, my friends, it is most saddening. Okay.
Professor?
Gwendol made the ultimate sacrifice in service of House Rowe. I understand that feeling. I'd do anything for Lady Rhea. You think we should have stopped him. You might be right about that. At any rate, it's up to the individual how to demonstrate loyalty.
Maybe.
I had an encounter with Lord Gwendol. How many years ago was it? Back before the academy, I met this girl who I fell madly in love with. And her dad tried to kill me. I suppose he just tried to scare me, but I was sure I was gonna die. Oh yeah, her dad? Lord Gwendol. Crazy, right? I never thought I'd seriously be trying to kill the guy in battle. I kind of don't know how to make sense of it.
Just like House Fraldarius, House Galatea is currently being invaded by the dukedom. My family is not as wealthy as most others, so we are incapable of sparing resources or reinforcements. I'm sorry. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything to help. Just like my family. I'm sorry. I will accept. Is this for me? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
My adoptive father is planning on supporting the Regan family in the upcoming operation. He says it's the perfect opportunity to get both the Alliance and the Kingdom on his side. He even insisted that I promote the good name of House Edmund to the people of the Kingdom. He'll see right through me if I lie, so I can't ignore the request. But I suppose I did just tell you, so that must count for something. I appreciate this. Oh, thank you. Oh.
Right.
What the?
Professor, we were raised by Lord Rodrigue himself to be the elite of the elite. Even if our enemy is the Empire's vast army, we can overcome the difference in numbers. The one thing that could prove to be a problem is if our food and supplies don't hold up. If we attack the Imperial capital before the Kingdom capital, we'll have to be swift if we want to prevail.
Hi.
Really?
Speaking of which, House Fraldarius is a military house. They swore fealty to the royal family at the kingdom's founding. The current family head, Lord Rodrigue, was raised like a brother to the former king. He harbors a loyalty that goes beyond mere duty. Perhaps this is why he was willing to lend us his aid. I have a request.
Skiing is so much fun.
I'm not good, but I'm...
Well...
Hi there!
If you stand in my way, I will strike you down.
So... Lady Rhea must be so scared. We gotta find her quick as we can. We got reinforcements from the Kingdom people now, right? Then we ought to be able to go save her.
Professor? Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from... It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to? I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
The battle at Ael was a tactical marvel. You grow stronger with each passing day. Where does your talent end and your crest's power begin? Are they one and the same, I wonder? Most intriguing. Yet it is quite difficult to draw useful conclusions given the situation. It is quite unfortunate I did not achieve my research goals before the war broke out. So much unknown. Now, I fear I will not have those answers even by conflict's end. So very frustrating.
Well...
We're going to invade the Empire, which means we'll be fighting people we know, won't we? If we're attacked by someone we know or used to think of as a friend, is it permitted to run away? Really? If something happens, will you keep me safe?
Next, we face the Great Bridge of Myrden. We actually crossed it a long time ago. Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago. It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies. Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses. I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days.
So, the renowned Shield of Fargus is now on our side. That is quite reassuring. Not only will he provide valuable support in battle, but he has also brought us much-needed supplies. We cannot grow complacent, however. We must take the Imperial capital as soon as possible.
Oh-ho!
Yay! Thanks!
Okay.
Professor. Do you have a moment, Professor? I need to speak with you. Thank you so much. This is what I wanted to address. This letter from my adoptive father just arrived. Oh, have I not mentioned him? He's the reason I first came to the Officers' Academy. He's also the one who dragged me from the church where I was living, just so he could use my crest. My crest does not yet belong to a house, so he plans to use it as leverage to marry into the nobility. He's a very greedy man who was a roving merchant before adopting me, but now he's in the capital. This letter says that he's finally arranged to marry me off to a wealthy noble. I know he's just thinking of himself, but can't he see that this isn't a priority when we're at war? I don't know what to do about this proposal. I can't see any way around it, so I fear that I must. I just don't want to let go of the life that I've made for myself. I know it's not what my heart wants, but I don't have the strength to say no. I believe I've mentioned this before, but I want to work in service of the church. Well, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be the church, but I want to help those in need. If I were to marry a noble, I think it would be difficult to realize that dream. It's just, I've always allowed myself to follow the whims of those above me. I convinced myself that everything in life was at the will of the goddess. I was blind to reality. I believed it was her will to both pull me from the church and guide me to the officers' academy. The decision to enter this war was the first time I acted of my own free will. My adoptive father opposed this decision, but I somehow managed to convince him. Still, I couldn't free myself of him completely. This letter is proof of that. It's not that I'm scared of him, but there is something that worries me. I knew you'd understand, Professor. I've sat down to write a reply several times, but I can't muster up the courage or the words. I was hoping you could provide me with the encouragement I need. That's a very good point. We're only given one life, so we must do all we can to pursue our happiness. Okay. I think that may have been just the push I was looking for. I'll tell him the truth, that I found a life worth pursuing, and I must decline the proposal. Maybe I should tell him I've fallen for someone else. Why, it's you, Professor. Isn't that obvious? I'm just teasing. Now I'm off to write this letter and stand my ground. Thank you for your encouragement.
Hey!
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Some kingdom noble called Rodrigue has been footing the bill to feed the people of Garreg Mach, feeding the hungry with his own gold. Just wow! Even the folks down here have been getting a share of the provisions. Needless to say, this Rodrigue guy is popular these days. We're all very grateful.
Hey there. I hurt my leg in the last battle. Had to take shelter down here. Nowhere else to go. Be careful up there. All sides are bringing their strongest people to this fight.
Not sure what brought people back up above, but I'm glad for it. The dining hall, the greenhouse, they're all ripe for the picking again. I mean, for them. Good for them.
Need something? See you again soon.
I hear Claude's gonna fight the good fight with us. Not a bad ally to have, that one. Something about him is untrustworthy. But from what I hear, he's a man who keeps his promises. Yeah, sort of. We're both Alliance nobility, and we've crossed paths a handful of times these past 5 years. I honestly have no clue what will happen after we cross the bridge.
Invading the Empire at last, are we? I cannot still the wild palpitations in my chest. I have made myself ready to the extent that I could, but now that the day draws near, I fear that to proceed will be to abandon all hope of restoring the Imperial House of Nouvelle. However, if we succeed in defeating the Empire and rebuilding the kingdom, I may yet achieve my dream.
That sorcerer who runs the kingdom capital. Cornelia's her name, yeah? The woman who kidnapped me was called that too. But it's probably just a coincidence. Super common name. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a Cornelia, right?
Who'd have thought that House Rowe would show up? They must have been sweating blood to get to Ayla from way out there. Guess it's been a while since I left House Rowe, so it doesn't bother me much to have to fight them. Kinda always knew I'd be the one to take that stubborn old donkey out. I've been ready for this.
Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Yes, very good. Yes, very good. Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
I didn't know I could do that. Hey, that was useful. Hey, that was useful.
Looks like I did it.
Ah.
I appreciate your guidance. I appreciate your guidance. That was challenging.
I appreciate your coaching, Professor. I got it. You're quite the motivator, Professor. Everything went pretty well today. Everything went pretty well today. Everything went pretty well today.
Maybe I've grown. I managed to get it. Oh, I'll get the next one too. That was nice. I managed to get it. That was nice.
That was helpful.
Let me ask you something. I see. That might work.
Professor.
With you as my partner, I feel safe.
You can count on me.
That went rather well.
Making strides.
This is making sense. I'm getting the hang of it. Aha! I always was a quick step.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
I'm so glad I passed!
More fighting. Only thorns left on this rose. I'm your girl.
Yeah. Thanks, pal.
My orders?
Sunshine.
My joke of a life drags on.
Guide me well. I'll cut through.
I'd be honored.
At your service.
Child's play. I'm soft. You fought well. You haven't earned my pity. Sorry.
Timing. Huh, smells like a brawl. Amazing what a little bloodshed can do.
I'm in.
Better accept it.
Give the goddess my regards, yeah?
Nicely done. Thanks, pal.
That is all. Haven't withered away just yet.
I've gotten stronger, haven't I?
Apologies.
Not enough. Make your peace. On my honor as a knight. Child's play. Not enough. Child's play. Not enough.
One to remember. Strength never betrays.
I'm still here.
More effective.
Ah, thanks.
Winning is what matters.
Imagine being defeated by me.
Judgment is passed! You defeat me? Left.
Pales beside yours.
You fought well. Sorry. All right, next.